All right, welcome back to the channel, subscribers. We're going to talk about Shawn Porter is trying to play mind games with Errol Spence. He says that he doesn't think Errol Spence can bang with him. I think it's a mind game that Shawn Porter's trying to pull on Errol Spence, and I'll talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel, subscribers. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. Also, I want to say thank you so much to the people that are joining the Patreon, Finance, Business and Politics. Over on the Patreon, we got a really good subject series that we're doing right now that it'll be very valuable in your personal life and in your professional life. Also, I want to thank everybody that donates to the Super Chat and through the Cash App. Shout out in this particular video to my man Sugar Fantastic, who comes out on a regular basis. Shout out to my man Drew Titan, who's there on the regular. Thank you guys so much for your support. Now also thank you to everybody that comes through the live streams around 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or excuse me, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and OG Boxing Talk, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time on Sunday. All right, Errol Spence Jr. and Shawn Porter is a unification fight for the welterweight division, and very much looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a very, very good fight. Shawn Porter is definitely doing his part in trying to promote this fight by bumping his lips something fierce and saying things that just don't make sense. I don't know if he's serious, if he's promoting the fight, or if he is trying to get in the head of Errol Spence Jr. and try to make Errol Spence Jr. do something stupid. I'm not sure, but I think it's the latter. I think that he is trying to get underneath the skin of Errol Spence Jr. By talking a lot and prevent Errol Spence Jr. from boxing on the outside and making it an easy fight, and giving Shawn Porter a chance to make it a very ugly fight by grappling, grabbing, shoving, and all of that. So that's my take on it. Errol Spence Jr., if you look at the fights like the Chris Algieri fight, you look at the fight with the Leonard Bundu fight, if you look at the fight with Chris Van Heerden, most of these fights, if you look at the fight with Kell Brook, Errol Spence Jr. has, for the majority of his career, been a seek and destroy type of fighter. A fighter that is looking to use constant pressure to get at a fighter and wear him down and then stop him, right? He does it consistently. The only time that you really hadn't seen that is the last fight with Mikey Garcia, where he pretty much fought on the outside with Mikey Garcia, made sure Mikey Garcia could hardly land anything, and also went to the body pretty ferociously at times, but wound up not getting the stoppage because I personally think the reason he didn't get the stoppage was some the conditioning issues that might have been happening or rumored to have happened prior to that fight. But Shawn Porter is not only called Errol Spence out of shape, right? His dad, Kenny Porter, said that Errol Spence Jr. is out of shape, right? Now Shawn Porter is saying the dude can't bang with him and he's going to have a dominating performance. What reaction would you expect to be getting out of Errol Spence Jr. from that? Except for maybe I think he's just trying to goad Errol Spence Jr. into doing nothing but trying to bull forward and not box, and be a little bit over anxious to try to get a knockout. And then maybe Shawn Porter can box on the outside, box the way that he did in his last two fights. Because there's clearly been a change in the way over the last two fights in the way that Shawn Porter has fought. That being Danny Garcia and Yordenis Ugas. In both of those fights, Shawn Porter spent a lot of time on the outside, using very good lateral movement, very good footwork. Very good foot speed to stay on the outside, where he had a guy that was just kind of plodding after him a little bit, waiting for opportunities to counterpunch. and it allowed Shawn Porter to win to win those 2 decisions. Certain people think that I thought it was a close fight with Danny Garcia, but I gave it to Shawn Porter. I think also Shawn Porter, I scored the fight for Shawn Porter against Yordenis Ugas in agreement with the referees. But there's a lot of people that thought that Yordenis Ugas won that fight. But I think what he's trying to do is trying to bait Errol Spence into that type of fight, where Shawn Porter can try to steal rounds by fighting on the outside. I think he's going to try to do the same thing that I predicted Mikey Garcia would do, and which Mikey Garcia did try to do, which is move around, stay out of harm's way, wait to the last couple seconds of a round, rush in, try to score some points and try to get the round, and then do what Mikey Garcia did, walk out of the round after the bell rings doing this. Right? Pumping his fist like he won the round. Wait till you hear that 3 clap, then go at him for a couple seconds and try to steal that fight. That's what I believe is going to happen. What Shawn Porter's mode is. But I don't believe that's going to happen. I think that Errol Spence Jr. can outbox Shawn Porter from the outside. And I think more than likely, if Shawn Porter is winding up trying to move around, he's going to wind up catching a lot of jabs. He's going to wind up, because Errol Spence Jr. is one of the best guys in boxing at cutting off the ring. I think that Errol Spence Jr. is going to be able to cut off the ring on him, move him into a corner, and eventually they're going to have to start fighting on the inside. When they start fighting on the inside, that's going to be the point in which Errol Spence starts wearing him down. And we'll see what happens in the fight. Even the grappling, and then Shawn Porter is going to have to resort to what his real, you know how they say it, when the pressure's on, people revert to what they always do. When that fighting on the outside doesn't work anymore for Shawn Porter is going to go to what got him there, which is the grabbing, mauling, mugging style of fight that's going on. And I think that is going to be a problem for Shawn Porter because of a couple things that Errol Spence Jr. does extremely well. Uppercuts to the diaphragm, inside jab straight to the chest. The working this portion of the body on Shawn Porter is going to be a lot of problems it's going to be a lot. Errol Spence working that portion of his body is going to be a lot of trouble for Shawn Porter. Errol Spence Jr. isn't just one of those. When he's going to the body, he's not just going to the body, towards the ribs, to the ribs, to the kidneys, to the, that side. He also is tremendous shots, liver shots, tremendous shots to the heart, to the middle of the chest. And I think that more than likely is going to be what causes Shawn Porter a lot of problems. Now, interestingly enough, though, Manny Pacquiao also said, and I'm not putting this in the video, I didn't put this in the title of the video or mention it up front because I ain't trying to talk to too many Manny Pacquiao fans. Y'all are just going a little bit bananas right now, so it just can't happen. But the rumor is, or what Manny Pacquiao said is that he wants to be ringside for the fight for Shawn Porter versus Errol Spence Jr. And I'm going to say for this one what I said for the last one. I believe that the reason that Manny Pacquiao will be there is to hope that Shawn Porter wins. If Shawn Porter wins, I am relatively confident that that Manny Pacquiao would fight Shawn Porter. But I do not believe that if Errol Spence Jr. beats up Shawn Porter, and if he beats him up badly, Manny Pacquiao is going to go run and fight Amir Khan. And he's going to do something else. Because he had the opportunity to fight. This would be the second Errol Spence Jr. fight that he was ringside for. He got in the ring with Errol Spence and Shawn Porter, and Errol Spence, after the Mikey Garcia fight, Errol Spence wanted to fight him. He says, why not? Then he goes and fights the guy that's been off for 2 years, had a suspect performance against Josecito Lopez, had a tough fight, a good fight that Manny Pacquiao, rightfully won. But, I don't see that fight. I don't see that fight happening. But I do find it interesting that Manny Pacquiao says that he's going to go to the fight. But, that's a situation where it's like, been there. We've been there and done that, man. We've been there and done that. Okay. So anyway, I'm not too hopeful for unification after that fight with him. What I do hope though is if that Manny Pacquiao fight doesn't happen, that we can get to a Terrence Crawford fight. I'm going to start making videos and having more conversations, trying to get and promote the idea of Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Crawford fighting, because that's one of those super fights, man, that I don't personally believe that Top Rank wants to make, but I think would be great for, to steal the words of 78, really be good for the culture. It'd be great for African-American black fight fans to be able to see two of their best fighters go at it with each other in a spectacular night of boxing, where let the best man win. And I believe that the best man in that scenario is definitely Errol Spence Jr. But hey, man, we'll see. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section. Once again, thank you guys in the Patreon so much for your support. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. If you're not signed up to the Patreon, please join the Patreon. There's a lot of stuff out there that really I do think will you can use in your practical life to improve your relationships and honestly put yourself in a better situation in life. Anyway, it is what it is. Let me know what you think in the comment section. With that, I'm out. Peace.